Welcome to your mobility flow. We're going to head down to the mat. We're going to start in what we call a quadruped position, which is basically a fancy way of saying hands and knees. We're going to start off with a couple rounds of cat-cows. So we are going to inhale, take the gaze up, and then exhale, press the hands into the mat and really round out the back. And take the gaze up and round out the back. So basically what we're trying to do here is warm up the spine, and we want to over exaggerate the motion here. So we want to make sure we're pressing down through the palms, gaze all the way up, vertebrae by vertebrae, rounding out that back. So it's flexion, extension, flexion, extension, flexion, extension. Good, last round. Beautiful. Come back to neutral spine. Now we're just going to thread the needle here. So we're going to take that right hand. We're going to reach it all the way through. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And back up and then twist, reach. And come back through. Feed it. Reach. And up for two. We're going to do two more just like that. So we're going to do 4 times on each side. And reach. And extension. So make sure when you are extending and reaching those hands up, take your gaze past your fingertips. Good, that's 4. Right hand down, same thing on the left side. Reach and extend and up and twist. And extend and twist. 2 more. Remember, gaze past the fingertips. We're trying to create some space, opening up the front of the chest. Good, last one. And come back. All right, find your way into a downward dog position. So you can step back into plank and then shift the hips back. From here, I want you to just pedal the knees, reach the heels down towards the mat. And breathe. So from here, you can keep pedaling the knees. I'm just going to tell you where you're going next. So from here, we're going to take this into a 3-legged dog, and then you're going to come into a nice long lunge position. So you can take a little gaze up, look at me. So we're going to lift up that right leg, extend, and then boom, step it through. We're in that nice long lunge. So meet me here. Good. So coming up. So make sure we are pressing that front foot really anchored in, like press it down into the mat, okay? Bend that front knee. So we're going to take our hands, we're going to place them behind the back, and I want you to twist, behind the head, not the back. We're going to twist to the right. For 3, keep the elbows nice and wide. For 2. Good. And last one. Okay, hands back down, find your downward dog. Step it back. You're going to do the exact same thing on the left side. So lift up that left leg and step it through. Come up. Hands behind the head. We're twisting to the left. Good. For 3. Ooh. For 2. And last one. All right. Come back. Find your downward dog. We're just going to finish off warming up the shoulders here. We are going to go downward dog. We're going to find our plank position. And shift back, downward dog. And shift forward. And back. Last one. Downward dog. Into that plank. And back. Good. Pedal the knees. Shake the head yes. Shake the head no. Good. You can lower the knees down. And you're going to find yourself in a seated position. So we are going to come. Oops. That wasn't very graceful, and that's fine. Okay. So we're going to come into a seated position. And just make sure you've got enough room, because we are eventually going to work our way down to our backs. We're going to take this right leg. We're going to do some seated leg raises. So what I want you to make sure is you're not kind of like here, right? See my back? I don't want it rounded. I want up nice and tall. So imagine you've got you're like a puppet, and the strings at the top of the head, we are up nice and long, okay? So what I like to do is just like scoop all the meat from my butt move it out of the way. So that kind of gives me a little bit of like that lift. Okay, so we're up nice and tall. I like to tent my fingers beside me. You can have your whole hand down, whatever works for you. Feet are going to be flexed. Okay, core, we're going to be working our hip flexors. I'm going to apologize in advance because it's going to burn so good, but you're going to love it after, I promise. Okay, so we're sitting up nice and tall, and you're going to lift that right leg up and down, straight up and straight down. So make sure we're not like, right? So this is why I'm like, use your hands to help balance you out, and you'll find the right position for you. Lift up, straight up and straight down. Good. Now you're going to come up, hold it here, and you're going to open that leg and back. Open and back. Keep that leg up, keep that foot flexed. Try to stay up nice and tall for 4. Good. 3, flex the quad. It should be warming up. 2, and last 1, and down. Okay, shake it out. You're gonna do the exact same thing on the left side. I did say it burned so good, so hopefully you're not cursing too much. Okay, same thing, sitting up nice and tall. You're gonna lift up that right leg and down. Ooh, there's a B, and down. Good. 2. Oh my goodness. Okay. Good. Last 4. Remember, you're holding, and then we're going to do some abduction work. So that means we're going to take it out in 2, hold it here at the top, and open and close. Good. Take that leg out, abduction, keep the foot flexed, keep the quad flexed. 3, 4. Can we get to 10? I think you can. Sit up tall. Core tight. Good. 2 more, 2 more. Last 1. Good. Come back down. Would you hate me if I said we're going to do that more than once? Probably would. Okay, make sure you're on your mat. I want you to make sure that your lower back is not arched like you see here. So you want to really tuck that tailbone under so you can bend the knees, get that tuck, okay? So lower back is going to be glued to the mat. We're going to lift up our legs. So again, we're going to have our hands down here as our anchors. We're going to do some leg raises. You're going to lower your legs only to the point where you cannot take your lower back off the mat. So if you're trying to come all the way down, but look where my lower back goes, I don't want that. I want you to keep that tuck. And if you only come down to here, then you only come down to here and down and up, okay? So we're here, let's lower down. We're gonna go for 10 and up, good. A lot of core work, 9. Don't forget to breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We got 2 rounds of this. 3, 2, and last 1. Amazing. Come down. Now, windshield wiper the knees, whatever feels good for you here. Oh, that should feel like a nice little release from the lower back. We're going to go into those leg raises and abductions for 1 more round. So it's 10 leg raises, 10 abductions on each leg, and then 10 lying leg raises, okay? So come back up into that seated position. So get yourself adjusted as you need. Feet are going to be flexed. Feel the right quad firing off. Okay, we're lifting up. We're starting with that right side, so lift it up and down. Here we go. 9, good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Lift it out. Good. 9, sit up tall. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And now, same thing on the other side. So I think I could feel myself like wanting to fall back. So I'm just going to adjust myself ever so slightly. And you do the exact same. Okay, here we go. Ready? Use that core. Let it burn. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on to our backs. Bend the knees, lower back glued to the mat. Lift those legs up towards the ceiling. Woo. And lower down for 10. Oh, and back up. 9. Good. 8. 7. 6. Ooh. Something just fell off the tree. 5. Good. 4. That's squirrel. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Whatever you feel you need, whatever feels good. Bring the knees in. You can do your version of a happy baby. You can shift from side to side. Interlace the fingers. Bring the knees into the chest. Whatever feels good for you in this moment. Ooh. And let's make our way back up. We have our third and final mini circuit just to finish off this little flow. We're going to end back on hands and knees. We're going to do a little bear hold work here. So we're going to start off in a bear hold position. What we're going to do is we're going to step back into plank, then back in. So we want to make sure, don't start yet. So we want to make sure knees are directly in line with the hips. So we're not stepping it in like this, right? Knees here, and the knees hover above the mat. So they should be no more than an inch above the ground. From there, we're going to then go into the next move, which is going to be holding this bear hold. And we're going to add in some shoulder taps. Then we're just going to finish off good old-fashioned hold right here. And we're just going to do that for 2 rounds. So are we ready? Are we ready, Freddie? Come down onto the mat. Into that bear hold. Here we go. Step back, find your plank. Good, and back in. Nice and slow and controlled. So I always say, pretend you have your favorite drink on your lower back. You don't want that drink to spill. You don't want anything moving. Good, navel to spine, core is tight. You got 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. Step it back, step it in. Last one, step it out, back. Good, step it in. And we're here, shoulder taps, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. I was letting my knees come up a little bit. They should not do that. So I'm not setting the best example. 10 seconds, hold it, hold it, hold it. Your quads should be screaming at you right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Okay. We are doing that a second round. Little recovery. Shake out the wrists. So again, find that plank, step it back, step it in. Keep the knees hovering, especially in the shoulder taps. You've got that drink on your lower back. We don't want that drink to fall, okay? Last round, best round. Come down, whew, back onto hands and knees. I will be very happy when this is over as well, don't worry. All right, here we go. Step it back and in. Beautiful. And back and in. Yes. Controlled. You should feel the core. And don't forget, breathe. So we're not holding our breath. We're not panting either. We want this very, very controlled. Okay, we got 2 more. Step it back out and in. 1 more. Out and in from here. Keep the knees hovering. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Lower those knees. Look down at them. Where are they? Are they hovering? Let them hover. Almost there, almost there. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, let's take a child's pose. And reach those hands out. Shake out the hands, wiggle the fingers, shake out the wrists, whatever feels good. And coming back up. Let's just stretch out our quads together. So let's come into a standing position. I don't know about you, but my quads are screaming at me right now. So we'll start with the right quad. Let's hold on to that right ankle. You want to make sure you're feeling the stretch down the front of the quad. So point that right knee down towards the floor. Keep that left knee soft. Press the left foot down. So we're just going to do twice on each side. If you need more, by all means, take that extra time. Good. So stretching it out. Okay, last one on the right. If you have the balance, you can take that left hand, reaching it up. Good. Switch sides. So again, we're just doing 2 quick stretches. If you need any more, by all means, take the time. Do a little bit of extra stretching after. Good. And shake it out. And you're all set.